This is weekly update for Group Breitenburg. Our progress as of today has been pretty consistent, and we believe we are at the point where we should be in this project. We are meeting deliverable 1 with all the requirements, and the teamwork experience and communication has been great among all team members. Everyone accomplished their part in the deliverable and work went smoothly. One thing we can improve on is we can schedule our time better and space it out within the week, rather than cramming everything into one day until complete. In other words, we can make small improvement over the course of a week rather than a big improvement over a course of 1 or 2 days. We did not have any problems since all the confusion was taken away with either watching the videos from Solutions on Assignment 2 or asking amongst each other to reach a consensus as to how we should develop a specific task. For future work, we will be working on mastering our use case diagrams, as it was the one we had the most issues with, as well as implementing other UML skills in general. Okay, so going into the actual project deliverables, we have our five use case, our five sequence diagrams, one class diagram, and one use case diagram. Our class diagram is shown here. We decided we would have a gym class, which would connect everything together pretty much. And then we have a customer, a trainer, and an owner class. And those are all users essentially. Each customer has one credit card that they have on file so that they can pay for personal lessons. And then each customer has access to classes that are taking place in one of the two rooms. Furthermore, let's look at our use case diagram. So for our use case diagram, we have three use cases, which is the manage gym, view classes, and manage classes, and they all include login. We have our descriptions for each class right here. So we have the manage gym. We can either add a trainer, remove a trainer, add a customer, remove a customer, change belt rank, add and remove group classes, and this is kind of the owner's functions. And then we have our customer, which is we can set the classes as private or as group, by private lessons, or cancel the class you are planning to attend. And then finally, we have our trainer, which just teaches the classes. Okay, going into our sequence diagrams, we have three. We have one sequence diagram in which we cancel a class. If the class is canceled, well, the class is canceled. If it's a group class, sorry, the class is canceled. And if it's a day before or more, the class is canceled, else the class should not be canceled. We have another one where we create a new password. This essentially says if the username is not taken, then we create that password. Otherwise, if the password is valid, then we create that password. If not, the password is not valid or the username taken. And we have another one for setting up a group class. If the big room is not free, then we just return the big room is not free. Else we check if the trainer is available. If the trainer is not available, we return that it's not available. Else we set up the group class. Finally, we have, or no, not finally, we have the fourth diagram, which is our private lessons. So we input the time for training. And then if there is insufficient private classes remaining, then we notify the customer of insufficient credits. Else, if the trainer isn't available, we notify the customer that the trainer isn't available. And if that's not the case, then we book the private training. We group them. And then we have the final one, which is signing up for class. So we sign up for class. If class is full, then we just return to a customer if the class is full and then he can't sign up. If not, we check if the class he is trying to check is already signed up for. If so, we tell him you already double booked for this. And finally, if any of those cases are not satisfied, then we say that the successful class is booked. As for our group, we each worked on one of these sequence diagrams, and then we split among two groups inside our group to do the use case, and the other group did the class diagram. Work, I believe, in this week went pretty smoothly, and that is our weekly update.